Hello everyone, Silent here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 2. I hope you're doing very fine today. It is a rainy day on the Truly Bedrock server. It just looks gloomy and gross and disgusting, so we're gonna be working on a bunch of redstone projects in the Nether, trying to sort and store 1 million items an hour. Literally 1 million items an hour from our piglin bartering farm. It should be a very fun project. I think it's going to be the biggest sorting system I have ever built in Minecraft, so I'm pretty excited for that. I've built some very large sorting systems before. Also, just randomly, like, there's just a cake just floating here, just chilling up in the sky. Not a big deal. Real quick important announcement and public safety announcement at the beginning of this video. Sorry for no videos or streams on the channel in the last week or so. The fires and the windstorms over here on the west coast completely knocked out my power, internet, and phone service for like a full day. And in case you haven't noticed, like, the entirety of the west coast is completely on fire. So if you're here on the west coast, be safe. Be prepared, pay attention to where the fires are, be careful with the air quality, there's a lot of smoke and a lot of ash, and just in general, a whole lot of fires. So, you know, be careful, don't be running around lighting stuff on fire, you gotta be more responsible than that. Like, seriously, it is drier than a new pack of sponges out there. If you even look at grass the wrong way, the heat from it blushing is gonna make it spontaneously combust. So be careful and be responsible and stay safe, everybody. Okay, let's get into some nitty-gritty details of redstone sorting, shall we? Just right here at the beginning of the episode. So a standard hopper can transfer 9,000 items an hour. If you just like have a hopper chain going across the room, that'll move 9,000 items an hour, which is pretty reasonable. However, we got over 1 million items an hour. So I'm gonna tell you right here, we're not gonna be able to sort at 1 million items an hour. We're just not going to be able to achieve that speed due to Bedrock Edition bugs that we have talked about a multitude of times now, and I'm kind of sick about talking about them. Too many bugs. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have multiple different hopper lines. So like one hopper line, one hopper line, one hopper line, basically like 40 times. And then every single one of these hopper lines can, of course, move 9,000 items. And then off of every single one of these hopper lines, we're going to need to have at least 13 item sorters for all of the different items that you get from piglins, not including the non-stackable items, which you can't really sort. So as you can see, that's going to get very expensive very quickly. Now, if we could do things properly without bugs, we could design a quad speed item sorter, which is 4 times the speed of a hopper, and we would only need like 28 item filters to handle 1 million items an hour. That's not too bad, right? 28 item filters? It should be super easy, but bugs kind of ruin that for us. So because of the bugs, we're going to have a multitude of different hopper lines taking from our bulk storage. So we're going to collect all the items and put them into chests, for example, and then we're going to drain the items out of the chests using hoppers, and then off of every single one of those hopper lines, we're going to have 13 item filters. So I've collected enough materials for 200 item filters. As you can see, we're going to need 3 stacks of torches, pistons, comparators, 9 stacks of redstone dust, 15 stacks of hoppers, and of course, to craft all of those hoppers, you need all of this wood, and all of this wood, and all of this iron. Okay, I can't even craft things without some bugs. What is this? Get out of my crosshairs. I can't even drop these. Oh, do they even exist? Jeez, can I craft something with them? I can't. Jeez, bugs. I can't even pick up another item. So I just broke my crafting. Great. Jeez. So it actually takes like a while to craft this amount of hoppers. Seriously, it's kind of slow, even with the auto crafting. But there we go. I think I overestimated the materials just a little bit, but we now have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 and a half stacks of hoppers. I'm going to be putting Prowl to shame over here. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hoppers. So I haven't been completely useless this last couple of days without like internet and stuff. I have designed the system that will handle all of the items from our piglin bartering farm, and I know for a fact that there should be some stuff in our mailbox. Let's see, there's a brand new like post office built by the lovely Rogue Fox. I actually quite like it. It's nice, simple, modern. I like it. So let's see, our mailbox is over here. Very nice. What have we got? Ooh, an entire shulker box of cobblestone. That's going to be very helpful. And let's hop over to creative for just a second to check out the ultimate sorting system. So here is my extremely janky and very sad solution to our sorting problems. You might be able to figure out what it is just by looking at it, but basically it is 6 different item filters all stacked together, all going to one input. So we got one item filter right there going into this chest, one item filter right there going into that chest. Those items move down, and then we got 2 more item filters going into this one. All the items from those 4 move down, another 2 filters, and then they finally go into storage. So the idea with this is that you can have 6 different hopper lines going through the system, and then every single one of these item filters would be for the same exact item. So for example, all 6 of these filters would be for quartz, or ender pearls, or magma cream, or string, or so on and so forth. And then we would need 13 of these slices going across to sort all of the non-stackable items that you get from piglin bartering. So because this little system right here has 6 different hopper lines going through it, this slice will be able to sort 54,000 items per hour, which is pretty reasonable. We could even stack that up higher if we wanted to. We could double this and have it be 108,000 items an hour. And that would just be like a whole lot of hoppers and very, very tall system. So of course we're not just gonna have like one system. We can actually have 2.5 of these on either side of our ice stream for a total of 5 full systems, which will give us the power to sort 270,000 items an hour. Not too shabby, right? Just by using this system 13 times 5. It's a lot of filtering. It's also a whole lot of hoppers. So that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. Also, I just want to say structure blocks are absolutely magnificent. We can just see the little cross section of the entire design right here. That combined with the hopper texture pack, it tells you which direction all the hoppers are facing. Absolutely beautiful. So I've gathered up all the materials we can, and now we just need to head off to the actual piglin bartering area. And while we're heading over there, I want to talk to you real quickly about the challenge that I issued you guys in the previous episode. If you didn't see the previous episode, we did a netherite mining competition and a couple other things as well. Very fun community-based episode. And in that episode, I challenged you to meet up with a friend and go netherite mining for 30 minutes using any method of your choice. Now, a lot of you got like sub 50 or around 50 netherite in your 30 minutes, which is pretty reasonable. I would say that's about the average. However, a couple of you got like a whole lot, like many, like 100, 200, 300. I'm not entirely sure if all of these claims are actually like true. I have no way of verifying them. However, if you did actually get that much, nice. That's amazing. Go build a netherite beacon. I want to see it. Send it to me. But it seems like those of you who got like the most netherite did use the TNT mining method, or you used withers or an automatic TNT method using flying machines, which is one that I'm very interested in. I would love to design some flying machines, but I am not big brain enough for that. I can barely figure out a storage system, as we've seen over the previous couple of episodes. So those of you who beat our record of 119, GG, you're awesome. I love your face. Go build a netherite beacon. You deserve it. And here we are at the project that has caused me so much pain and suffering, mostly due to these hoglins headbutting me, but that's beside the point. As you can see, we have a very basic storage setup at the moment. All the items get launched above the ice stream. Hopper minecarts pick them up. They put them into the double chests. The double chests get filled up basically instantly because they're double chest, and most of the stuff that we get's non-stackable. So the first thing that we need to do is make ourselves a whole lot more chests. So just bam, 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 bam. 2 stacks of chest. Beautiful. Let's grab some hopperage. We got a few stacks in here already, which is lovely. And then we're basically just going to make these things double stacked. So we're going to put like another double chest right there, for example, and then more hoppers going down into them all the way along the row, and then we'll sort out the items from the bottoms of these chests. Now you'll notice we have some spicy lava down there. Lucky for us, these guys trade like an entire ton of fire resistance potions, so we don't really need to worry about this. Bam! Extra storage. I like it. So now we got to figure out exactly where the next set of filters is going to be going. I kind of like the building down here better because all of this area is already cleared out. Very, very convenient. We don't need to break many pickaxes on that stuff. So this area's got like this little mountain in the way. I'm thinking we're gonna go for this side because it's easier and quicker. All I gotta do is wipe out some of these trees. We all know I got plenty of netherite gardening hose for that. Right, so it turns out all this stuff out here being dug out doesn't really matter since we're not really gonna be using the space. We mostly gotta go like downwards. Like pretty much downwards as far as the little lava island goes. This thing is just kind of floating over the lava lake. It doesn't really go all the way down in it, so we got to mine it down all the way. So all of these blocks need to get removed. However, as you can see, I did figure out where the first little like sorter is going to be going. So those are going to be the two hopper lines for the top lines. And then that's going to be the first two sets of filters. So that's the next set of filters, and then the third set of filters. And then finally, we get into storage all the way down here at the bottom. And this is, of course, going to go way down, because we need many storage. So much storage. You have no idea. I don't even know how much storage I need. So if you have an idea, please let me know. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot. So I need to mine out a whole bunch more room, get the basics of this filter set up, and then get the next filter after this one set up. So the one that goes right here, and then maybe even the little half a filter on the end over here, just so that we know what we're getting into. Once we got the blueprints in for all three sections, then we can work on expanding it to the side. Just another little progress update. I officially have all of the filters in place for the first little segment. Just need to start tiling that over to the second one. Now's probably a good time to mention that I haven't actually tested this system with any items in it at all in creative. So if it completely fails, it's completely my fault, and we'll figure out relatively soon, won't we? And the time has come. The systems are finally built up. So we got the first slice in right there, 6 total filters. The second slice in right here, another 6 filters, and then a half slice over here with 3 more filters. So basically every single filter in this slice right here is just going to be for like quartz. And then the next one over is going to be soul sand and string and leather and magma cream and gravel and all of the other things going 13 blocks along, because there's 13 non-stackable items that you get from the, you know, Pigo traders. And then after that, it's just going to be purely non-stackable. So we'll have to figure out a potion sorter to get all the fire resistance potions into a potion brewer to extend them to 8 minutes or whatever. And then everything else can probably just go into lava, and then we'll sort out the lava and collect the netherite hose, because of course they don't burn. So pretty straightforward. It's getting there. It is certainly getting there. I did the math, and this is only going to take 507 hoppers, not counting all those ones up there, and not counting all of the extra ones for the, you know, non-stackables or connecting up to that thing. Just the filters alone, 507 hoppers. Not actually as bad as I expected. Well, I've gotten to here so far. As you can see, we're on like the 3rd layer, and I have completely 100% totally ran out of wood. I gotta go buy like a whole lot of chests. We came into this project with like 9 stacks of wood, and I turned every single one of those into a chest. So we gotta go to the shopping district. We gotta buy out the all store and spend many diamonds. So you just put all the payment into the actual chest right here, and that's just a casual stack of like a diamond blocks, just chilling there. It's nice. I assume that this book has all of the information that you need. You can literally just read all of that, and then that'll be your heart's desire about everything that you need to know about the store. It's lovely. I've already read it. Definitely know what this book says. What does it say? Pull the materials out of the minecart and leave the payments in the payment chest. Yeah, I knew that. I figured that out. I'm a smart person. And then at the upstairs, there's a lot of other stuff up here as well. So you can buy and sell things. You can become a hustler, hustling, selling things, slinging blocks. It's great. So there's all the information about that. Actually, a really cool project. Should we start a shop someday? And let me know in the comments. You are weird. That is a possessed panda. I'm never going near that panda again. But yeah, let me know if you think we should start a shop in the comment section. I got an idea. Also, you might be wondering why we're buying logs when we have like a tree farm set up. Well, you know, there's some slacker Pigo guy on the server who hasn't built the blast gasting chamber yet. So the tree farm is just like a manual destroying thing, and we're too good for that. Maybe one of these days, that pig man will get off his lazy butt and go move some gas to the overworld, and then the tree farm will be fully functional. He needs to do that before the next update when, you know, gas can't break basalt. If only that pig man would actually do his job. So I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is the entirety of the first filter section thingy is done, dusted, completely built, and looking magnificent. And the bad news is there is no bad news. Sorry, cynics, there's no bad news today. But yeah, this thing is looking fantastic. I love it so much. It is quite the beast of a sorter. It could probably be better in a couple ways, but I'm pretty happy with it regardless. So we got the 6 different outputs for all the non-stackable items, and now what we need to do is we need to go configure all the filters for 72 different item filters throughout this entire thing. I think that's how many there are, if I did my math with the calculator correctly. So not very long later, I have the first, like, 2 filters set up, the very top ones. This is going to be the order of the items. Every single slice has to be exactly these items, otherwise everything breaks and it gets messed up and all the items get, like, canoodling and stuff. It's just not a good time. So now that these very top ones are installed, we can go ahead and set up the actual, like, input from the rest of the system. Not gonna lie, I'm very nervous for this. I don't know if these filters actually work. They very well should. There's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't work, but, you know, that can be said about a lot of things on Bedrock Edition. So we should see items be going through there. I don't really have a good way up here. Anything that doesn't get filtered out should go into this chest, so we might see some non-stackable items go through. And let's see, is anything getting dragged out? What are we getting right now? Gravel. That should be going to this section. And it should be going into this filter. There we go. Very nice. So it's working. And then this section right here is gravel. So that should be going all the way down to the very bottom right here. Yes, it is. Okay, good. We got gravel in the chest. Anything else coming through? Probably not. It's going to be grabbing all of the gravel first from our little buffer system above, and then it'll be moving on to the next item just due to hopper priority. So I'm liking this system a lot. All right, all of the filters are now in place, and yep, I was right. That was a lot of clicking, lots of dragging. It's a good thing that I know how to do those 2 things. Anyway, so yeah, all 3 layers are now done, dusted, in place. They got the filters in store, and now we actually need to hook up the inputs into this system. Now, the very convenient thing about this double system is that it is exactly 12 blocks wide, meaning that it takes up 6 of these little 2 wide sections of the buffer system. So that means that every single one of these hopper lines gets its own 2 double chests. So for example, these 2 double chests would go into that hopper line. These 2 double chests would go into this hopper line right there. These 2 double chests right here would go into the very bottom hopper line, so on and so forth. Every 2 double chests equals 1 hopper line. Pretty easy. Don't need to mess with any even item distribution. Don't need to do any crazy nonsense like that. Pro tip when you're making super janky hopper lines, use double chests as space fillers. They will save you a lot of hoppers. How am I gonna make this one right here work? I don't know! Put in a hopper and put in a chest! Bam! Now all the items from these two chests are draining downwards into the very lowest hopper line. It is the jankiest hopper line that you've ever seen in your life, but you know what? It's cheap. All right, I know it looks super terrible or maybe very industrial, but that is all 6 of the hopper lines fully integrated, and I am very happy about this. Look at these things go. Every single one of these is having items drained. Some of these are completely empty because they've been draining the entire time we've been building, and you can see that all of these redstone lines are slowly but surely getting more power, which is pretty awesome. I'm very happy about this. Look at these things go. We should be seeing a bunch of these items drain down into the bottom. So this one should be for quartz. That one is getting obsidian in it. That one's getting the crying obsidian. Lots of soul sand. Then we got the gravel, of course. Nether bricks. The dust. The leather. The string. The magma cream, these things, fire charges, nobody wants those. Useless. And then we got iron nuggets. I kind of took all those out of the system to craft the hoppers. And then, of course, ender pearls. Lots and lots of those. Very nice. I'm super happy with the system. It appears to be working perfectly fine. So incidentally, this is kind of like the best area to see the system. As you can see, it's kind of a behemoth, and I love every single thing about it. Of course, we're gonna like fully decorate this area. We need to build up the other 1.5 sections. That'll happen eventually, possibly on a live stream in between episodes, because you guys pretty much already saw how to build up this entire thing. But it is looking fantastic. It's been running for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes now, and I'm curious to see how many non-stackable items are ending up in the overflow chest and just what the overflow chest look like in general. So if we can land right there, that was very smooth. Okay, so there's clearly some issues happening right here with the gravel and the nether bricks and the soul sand. So mild things are breaking. Not sure why they're breaking, but something somewhere is breaking. I'll need to look into that. This one is mostly non-stackables. That one's non-stackables, very good. That one's also very much broken. Cool, so something about this layer, very broken. What about the bottom layer? Can we check out what's down there? Yes, we can. 1 netherite hoe. That's what I'd like to see. And then I'm just gonna fall into lava real quick. So yeah, overall, it's about, 60% functional. Oh, I think I see the problem. There's no hoppers underneath these ones, so it's not gonna go into the system. Yeah, I completely forgot like an entire line of hoppers, you see? Yeah, they don't go into the chest like they should. Did I do that on both sides? I did. Okay, that's an easy fix. I'm happy that that's what's broken. This is actually better than Enderman Farm. You gotta keep in mind, this is like only 2/5 of all the items, and it's not even done sorting yet. Yeah, this thing is gonna be killer. Why are you getting wrong items in the wrong chest? Okay, there's things that need to be worked out. Why are you getting wrong items in the wrong chest? Okay, something broke somewhere. Yep, there's items broken. Okay, I gotta go fix some stuff. So I found the issue. Somewhere during construction, a non-stackable item, like a pair of boots, got into one of the filters. That broke all the filters around it, allowing them to break and pick up some non-stackable items. Basically, creating a cascade throughout the entire system that broke most everything on the middle layer. Luckily, it was only the middle layer, so I completely fixed that now, and everything is back to normal. Luckily, there's no actual flaws with the system itself, which is good. I was starting to self-doubt, and that is a slippery slope that leads basically into a lava lake. But yeah, now the system is fully done. I'm very happy with this. It shouldn't have taken this long to build, but I'm happy that there was very little hiccups with it. Again, in the next episodes, we'll be building up, basically 2.5 times as much as that, possibly 5 times as much of that if we want to really sort out everything from our Pigo trader. I'm very excited for this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this project still. I'm having a blast, especially now that we actually have solutions to the 1,000,000 item problem. And look how many hoppers we have left. We've barely used any hoppers at all. It's beautiful. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's episode. I assume this one is getting quite long by now, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope that you have greatly enjoyed. Of course, if you have, make sure to leave a like on the video. It greatly helps out the video and the channel a ton. If you're new here, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss episodes like this in the future, where we continue working on these really strange and weird redstone projects like the ghast farm and this 1,000,000 item issue and all of that good stuff. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one. And then there was silence.